Hey guys, what's up? Do you like my festive background in my merry era? Today's video, we've just moved on to the 2025 season and I've had a lot of videos from some past rides. So I thought I'd string them all together and tell you how things have been going. So if you don't know, I just competed in my first show with Guevaro at the beginning of November, and we did well, but we still have some things to work on, especially since I want to move up divisions in the upcoming season, which is now, because it's my last junior year and I don't want to be doing the 2-6 anymore. It's really embarrassing. So yeah. But I've always had an interest in the equitation. So I've been really focusing on trying to get my equitation better. Now, Guevaro, I love him, but he's not an eq horse. He's not like a big eq horse. He can jump that height, sure, but he's downhill built. And that's just, it's not his way of going around. He goes around very huntery, so that's great. But I know I'm not making it to the big eq, which is fine, that I don't have a big eq horse, but I definitely still want to play around in the equitation more this year than any other year. Because I've done the medals and stuff with my past horse Feather, and I like those courses more. They're just actually interesting instead of single line, single. They're, they have rollbacks, bending lines, whatever, trot jumps, So I want to do a lot more of that this season. So all of these videos are from my first ride, where my trainer was mainly telling me I have to focus on not sticking my leg forward, but pushing the weight kind of forward in my foot so my leg doesn't slide back. And it doesn't slide back dramatically, but it does move just a little bit, which, is not ideal. So we were working on a lot of bounces, as you see. And that was just kind of to get me to collect up his stride as well, and just to kind of allow him to take me to the jump so I can just sit, just touch the tack a little bit and then carry with his jump. So she was saying I should be able to come to any jump as long as I have a good pace, and the distance should not be a problem because I can just sit and he will jump. And obviously the Cavalettis, they're small. They're Cavaletti height. Shocking, I know. So, if you don't come to a 4-foot jump at a bad distance, that's not a good idea. And I also didn't realize that we had such a slow little canter coming to these, which I'm proud of, because I got him to get his collected kind of up and down canter where he's actually moving from his hind end and pushing, and he's not just flat. So that's good. But then I didn't realize why I wasn't making the bending line in the stride that she was asking me to do. And it's because we were going so freaking slow. Oh my God. Yeah. For reference, she wanted us to do this bending line in a 5, and here we get the 6, which I think is still one less stride than I got the first time, where I think I got the 7. So I don't know if we actually ended up getting the 5 or not, but this was my first ride where I was trying to solely work on my equitation, so it gets better from here. But I will say, he's a push ride, and I get it. A lot of the horses are, but I'm not used to that. I've never really ridden a push ride in my life, So not only is it me trying to work on my equitation, but still being able to get him to go around, because that is difficult sometimes, man. Which is why, like, my foot, like, it just I wish it was less of a push ride, because it would make my job a lot easier. So this is from a new day. I remember this day being a lot better. I think this was from like ride 2 or 3 of working on the EC. And we were quickly losing daylight. The difference between this video and the second video that I have is crazy. And my friend who was recording didn't even record the like last few things we did because it was dark outside, and I am a visually challenged person. I cannot see. And my trainer, I told her, I was like, I can't see the jumps. And she's like, oh, it's fine, your horse can. And I was like, okay. Oh no. And we were working on this line because it's set for a 5, and we kept not getting the 5. And we've been having the issue of getting him to land further into the line. So like he was kind of just like landing right after the jump. So I don't know exactly what I did, because it's not like I've been trying to at leg to push him across, because that's what both my trainers are telling me to do for that. But I don't know if I am subconsciously doing that, because I know I'm not consciously doing that, because I'm consciously doing 50 other things when jumping, but he doesn't really do that anymore. But we were working on the lines a bit, especially this day, to get him just to land deeper so I could build up to, get the striding. And in that first course, he was cross cantering, so, obviously didn't get the striding there. I think we got the 7. But yeah, and he's got a pretty big stride anyway, but it was mainly just about him landing shallower, which is a lot better now. And I don't know what I did to fix that, but it's just better. So I'm going to take that as a win. And that cut, I don't know what happened there, because that is the way my friend sent it to me. And I can't imagine that she like went and cut out like 2 seconds of the video. Like, so I think that the camera just like, maybe she paused by accident when recording and then played. I don't know. But just ignore that. Overall, I think my equitation was like actually really good on this day, and I was pretty proud of it, because I made a short edit that I posted, even though the camera quality was rough in that edit. Like it's probably 5:20, 5:30. So it is much darker in this video, and this video was taken like a little while ago, but the video is making it seem a lot lighter than it actually was. But I was happy with my equitation.
Good with your body. That was perfect. Step out. Look. You're on it. You're on it.
Here's the last video, and look how much brighter it is, because it's actually daylight. And you would assume that just because this one is the most recent video that it is also the best, but that would be wrong, because that would mean that I'm improving in a straight line, and that's not what's happening. This day was by far the worst. So you're only seeing little itty bitty snippets, and here are my 2 favorite Guevara moments. That, where he literally just launched me over the cross rail, and my trainer was saying, you got to make a decision, tell him to wait. And I was like, you can tell by how far I got left behind that jump that I was waiting and that I was not ready to go for the long spot. And then after this course finishes, I'm going to show you the other favorite Cavera moment literally of all time. I'm so glad I have this on video. It's such a stupid mistake on my part, but I love it. I love it. He's such a freak. He's such an idiot. And here's some videos that my dad took, and when I sent them from his phone, the quality died, so I am sorry. You're not missing much except for his cute little ear bonnet, which I have all the Christmas stuff for this horse. I have 3 Christmas ear bonnets, one of which is a Santa hat, and then there's this one that's the reindeer antlers, and then there's one that has like white pom-poms, and it's like also kind of Santa hat adjacent. And then I have a quarter sheet that has reindeers all over it, and his stall is the only stall in the barn decorated with garland because I'm psychotic. And to end off this video, here is my favorite Guevero moment.